You just bought a Beamer. Congrats. Good boy. These are things you realize when you buy a BMW. Trust me, you're gonna wanna know. Number 1, you're going broke. Accept it. Let's face it, BMWs are not the cheapest cars on the market unless they're cooked and used. A regular 3 Series from 2026 already starts at just over $47,000. If you're the SUV type, an X5 will set you back $67K. 6.7 mentioned? But I get it, maybe that's not a lot for some people. Just wait like 2 months and then you'll see what I mean. You're probably thinking, what am I talking about? Maintenance. If there's one fact about BMW everyone knows, it's maintenance. Oops, there goes the radiator. Wow, my alternator's cooked. My neighbors had a BMW 3 Series. After about a year of driving it, they regretted it and bought a truck. But who cares, it's a BMW. Pros and cons. At least you get a luxurious interior with leather seats and some random infotainment system. Peak luxury. Your Maybach may be a bit nicer, but it's not like you're really gonna notice it. Even older models can get expensive. An M3 from 1989 with reasonable mileage can cost you upwards of 100K. You're shelling out 100 grand on a 40-year-old car. Even if things don't break, you're gonna want to start modding it. First rims, 1K minimum. Coilovers, add another 500. New exhaust, bang, 3 to 5K more. It adds up faster than you drive on the highway.
I am not driving that fast, trust.
If you did a $0 straight up muffler delete though, that's pretty tough. But you still have other mods you want to do. Number 2, the performance is great. BMWs may have their downsides, but performance isn't one of them. At least you get what you pay for, particularly in the M series. Of course when it's working, but the base models aren't too bad either. Around 6-second accel on many models is slightly above average when compared to the comp. Nothing crazy, but it's okay for a gas engine. The M versions, now that's a different story. All the M versions of BMWs have great acceleration, except for the X2, that one's kinda trash. Take the M4 for example, up to 520-ish horsepower, a 0 to 60 of 3.4 seconds. Now that's some speed. The aftermarket steering wheel with the rev counter on it definitely gives you an extra 10 horsepower as well. BMW SUVs aren't slacking either. The X6M gets you to 60 in 3.7 seconds with 617 horses.
That's a lot of horses.
Older models can also hold their own pretty well. The E39 with its V8 pushes you to 60 in 4.6 seconds. Low-key a tough model if you ask me. It looks solid despite being 20 years old. At least it's better than your clap G80. And you can fit all the boys. Sporty handling, good features, it's an all-around package deal. But if you're a broke 20-year-old buying a newer BMW, you aren't a true car guy, let's be real. You're just looking for huzz, which is understandable.
Whatever I have to do for the huzz.
Number 3, you're gonna be pulled over. Let's make this one quick. You own a BMW now? It's over. The cops are on you 24/7. If you even tint your windows in the slightest, you're cooked times a million. The boys are after you for sure.
The boys are always after me anyways, if you know what I mean.
That random guy in the Lexus going 10 miles per hour over the speed limit in a school zone? Who cares? You and your Beamer following the speed limit on the highway? You're being chased instantly. I'm spitting straight facts, trust. This applies to all BMWs from 2012 up only. If you have an UNC model like the E30, the E28, or the E46, you won't get pulled over as much, I think. It's too clean of a car to get pulled over in. I mean, look at that thing. You can't tell me this doesn't look better than your stock Nissan Skyline. This thing is so tough. Numero quattro. Heads are turning. This one mainly applies if your BMW is loud or if it's just Class C. Imagine you're walking down the street and a BMW flies by, exhaust screaming. You swivel your head just in time to see a purple BMW with silver rims. It's beautiful. Majestic. It's just that Beamer aura. Even if people hate them, they look. Every single time. And when you're behind the wheel, you feel that attention. Maybe you're in an X5M ripping past a Prius on the highway. The Prius driver is rethinking life choices. You're just vibing to turbo noises. Again, the Beamer aura. Someone's even looking at your stock base hybrid 3 Series. Guaranteed. If you own a BMW GT though, I will personally write you a letter because this thing is ugly. Fight me in the comments. Actually, just mentally do it. Number 5. You will want something else. There comes a point in life when you've had enough with the glazing. It's time to to move on. All the maintenance bills, all the fun. You remember it all. Your engine blew up. You limped the car to the repair shop begging for help. Help never came. They are memories you'll never forget. Your wallet won't forget them either. Unfortunately, it's time to go. You need something a bit faster. You'll probably get a Lambo, or maybe, you'll just get a Lambo. You may need something more reliable and cheap so you can pay off your debt that you accumulated. Time for a good old Toyota or an old Volvo. Those cars are fire. Some other fun, cheap, reliable picks are the Honda Elantra N and an older Subaru WRX. I mess with the old ones, but the new ones just stripped away all the fun. Like, which one of these looks better? You obviously pointed to that one, yeah. If you want BMW speed, semi-luxury, then you'll have to go with something like Lexus or Mercedes, maybe Genesis too. Everything goes at some point or another. You'll remember this car forever, and it will remember you. Pause. Number 6, you're always cutting up. Alright, this is for the real ones. Whether you're on the highway, a 2-lane road, you're definitely cutting up. If you don't know what that means, you're basically just swirling through traffic trying to take the best route and not crash. If you crash, then but yeah, unless you're living under a mountain, BMWs are cutting up all over your For You page. You're just like them, let's be honest. You and your slammed, riced out BMW. For some reason, no one honks at you though. They're just like, oh, there goes another teenager. It's all fun and games until you're cutting up and your mom's driving on the same road as you. Then you're cooked. Again though, if you have an older BMW, you probably aren't cutting up as much as those kids in the G80s. You also may be a content creator, then you probably have a GoPro 360 on the back and you're ripping like crazy. Typical BMW behavior. You act like you're that guy. I mean, maybe you are, I guess. So that's what you realize when you buy a BMW. Make sure to drop a comment and subscribe. It helps the algorithm, you know. Thanks for watching and I'll see you boys in the next one.